Michael Fetter.
Hello, I'm Glenn C. Wright. Behind the camera we have Karen Fetter.
And we are the three founding partners of
the Academy of Practical Tailoring.
So Glenn, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Sure, Mike. I've dedicated about the last 3 decades developing and maturing, refining my talents and skills in the custom tailoring design field. I've trained tailors from Nordstrom's to the Men's Warehouse in complex alterations and fitting techniques. I've also done my share in Hollywood, Mike, working with celebrities, everybody from Paris Hilton to Michael Jackson.
It's not just you, Karen, in Hollywood. It's Glenn, too.
And I'm a sitting board member at the International Academy of Design and Technology, where I also have taught classes. And where you really find me in my element, though, Mike, is when, as you know, is when I'm teaching and training new hopefuls to develop their dreams.
Well, I'm Michael Fetter. I have a background in law and business. I've been in the garment business for over 15 years. As a founding partner, our firm won international design awards and sold all over the world. I'm a founding partner of Fame Farm, and we've assisted our clients with licensing and branding and brand extension all over the world. And I've been engaged in the birth of multiple startups, including running an incubator during the time of Internet 1.0. Karen Fetter, who's manning our camera expertly, is our advisory board member. She's a graduate of the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandise. She's on the board of IADT and is an award-winning Hollywood costume designer and an award-winning clothing and accessories designer. She's a voting member of the Emmys and the Oscars, but don't ask to borrow any of her screeners because she won't ever part with her screener movies. I have yet to see one myself. So Glenn, let's talk a little bit about what we're talking about here at the Academy of Practical Tailoring.
Sure. Well, the Academy of Practical Tailoring is going to be offering an alteration specialist course, a 6-month certification program that equips folks to be experts in all aspects of alterations.
One of the things I know that you had noticed when you were training tailors at the Men's Warehouse and these places was both a demographic challenge and an expertise challenge. Do you want to talk about that?
Very interesting, Mike, because in traveling across the United States, working with tailors of all different magnitudes and all different levels, 2 things stuck out in my mind. First thing was that the majority of the tailors and seamstresses were foreigners, meaning that they brought the profession to this country, they didn't learn it here. The second thing I noticed that really stuck out in my mind is that the average age of people doing alterations is between 45 and 75. Which means that in the next 10 years, half the workforce is going to be retired, and we haven't been able, through research, find more than just a handful of places that even teach alteration in the United States of America.
That's interesting. So you intend to reach out to young people and other people who don't necessarily want to go to 2 or 4-year programs to learn fashion design, but want to learn a trade and a profession and become basically master alterations experts.
Yes, a profession that they can apply right now that's going to get even more lucrative as time goes on. And so we're talking about the inner city kids, we're talking about kids working at McDonald's that want to create a new career, even those moms that are sitting at home with domestic machines sewing. We can train them to be alteration specialists, Mike, and we can put them to work in a field that's going to only keep expanding.
And there are opportunities for employment afterwards. Are places like any place
where does alterations. We have men's alterations departments, swap meets, dry cleaners. Even in the costume industry here in Las Vegas is an open market. Uniforms are big, of course.
That's fantastic. I appreciate that. We are basically talking also about brand extension, where we're talking about upholstery and shoe repair. And also running weekend boot camp where we take people that are already great at doing alterations, and we give them certification through the Academy of Practical Tailoring. And if by chance they don't quite have it, then we'll also offer workshops that will bring them up to speed to earn certification. So we intend to become the gold standard for alterations in the United States. It's one that doesn't exist at all. And many professions have standards where you have certification and such, but there isn't for alterations. And Glenn, as a master tailor and master educator, really has the skill set to help us out. Can you talk about maybe one technique that you'll be teaching in the curriculum?
Sure, Mike. Just take something as simple as a hem. We take a simple plain bottom, they call it a hem. And there's numerous ways in which you can do it. So we'll teach you all the different techniques. Like say you might use straight scissors, cut it off, which means you'd have to use an overlock machine to finish off the edge. Or you could use pinking shears that would just be a finished raw edge. Then you can sew with a blind stitch machine or by hand. So we'll teach you all those different aspects and different techniques. And so whenever you are employed, the employer, you with techniques that they prefer, you've been trained in.
Well, we see an opportunity, obviously, to do our first in downtown Las Vegas. We see extensions where we could open in other key cities across the United States. And one of the keys for us is we're only going to take on as many students as we can place.
Yes.
So our relationships for placement immediately outside of school are going to be a core value proposition for our business. That would be after an internship of some kind. Right?
Sure. Well, we first offer our tailors as a 2-week internship, so you can see the skills that they're fully trained in their skill, and then from there you can make your employment decisions. But we plan to put good tailors to work in every location available.
Well, we really look forward to meeting with you guys, and I sincerely hope that
Please meet with us.
we're fun to work with. We're passionate about our vision. We're committed to making a difference in people's lives and downtown.
And we're going to be changing lives, and we're going to be in a downtown location. Please contact us.